Hi guys, over the past week, I've made major changes to my life. There were certain parts of my personal life that were slowly poisoning my health. I even started this channel to express my thoughts so that I have an avenue to address them, get them out. And I kid you not, the reason behind these major changes is because of a video game, an indie game called Mouthwashing. And in order for me to talk about Mouthwashing, I may or may not go over some spoilers, but I'll try not to spoil them. I highly recommend this game, so if you haven't played it yet, go ahead. It's only 2 hours. Otherwise, Mouthwashing, as reviewers call it, is a study in avoidance and self-consumption. It shows the consequences of ignoring problems in your life. These problems may start as insignificant, almost non-consequential enough that you put it off for another day.
It's okay, I'll deal with it later. It's not that big of a deal. I'm sure everything will be fine.
This mentality got me into trouble more times than I can count, and this game marinates on those thoughts. It presses that wound and twists it. It shows you the very things you're trying to avoid. That conversation with your partner, your parents, your boss, the ones where you have to address things that are uncomfortable. That time when you saw someone cheat and it's been eating away at you. Those conversations that you're putting off because you're not sure how to even start those conversations. Things you see that you ignore. You might be thinking, Kepler, what are you talking about? I'm looking at the game and it looks like a disturbing, gory, maybe even a scary torture porn. Ain't no way it tackles deep themes when the things I see are scary stuff. Right? Like, things I see are scary. Blood, gore, spaceships, cakes, and cutting cakes, and cutting cakes. Well, you see, that's how the game gets you. It knows what you assume. It almost catches you off guard when you start to realize what's happening. There's a lot of topics that it tackles. It basically shows you different forms of avoidance. Almost. Like at first, yes, avoiding action, putting off things that you should be doing. And then there's avoiding responsibility, not being accountable for things you do. When you say things like,
oh, this isn't my fault. It's not my fault that I'm a fuck up. It's my parents' fault. Because on my 13th birthday, they got me a PS2 game instead of a PS3 game. That was basically the turning point of my life. From that point on, I was gonna be a deadbeat.
Avoiding responsibility and pinning it on someone else. And instead of doing something, you start wallowing in your head, justifying your actions, or lack thereof, instead of actually facing what's wrong. And if you think about it, you're kinda avoiding responsibility when you're not taking actions on things you know you should be working on, because you don't want to be responsible for your actions. And taking action is taking responsibility. This game, man, it just made me realize how much I messed up by delaying things, by not doing anything, and how it started to affect people around me. Suddenly, those comments by my close ones started hitting me. Words that I ignored started making sense. I started to realize what they were talking about when I had a hard look in the mirror. When I really looked. You sometimes get hyped about doing something, like playing hype music in the background and psyching yourself that you're gonna do something and lock in, but then you end up not doing anything. It was a perpetual loop of inaction, like a hamster in a wheel, except the hamster is actually doing something, at least. But yeah, I just wanted to yap about this game because it really was the only game ever that got me off my ass. And I thought, maybe it'd be nice to share it with you guys. I mean, the reason why you're watching this video is maybe you're avoiding something you should probably be doing right now. I saw one review on this game that said mechanically it is a walking sim, which fits the point. You're not here to solve anything. You're here to observe what happens when no one does. Mouthwashing is not trying to scare you. It is asking whether you recognize the situation. So, do you recognize your situation?